Federal law strictly prohibits the distribution of obscene matter to minors. Any transfer or attempt to transfer such material to a minor under the age of 16, including over the internet, is punishable under federal law. Well, if that's the case, then why is this movie legal? I just saw a movie called Cuties. You might have heard of it. Before the film had even come out, it was extremely controversial due to the poster and summary alone. And Netflix's responses to this were very odd, and in fact it made things worse. There were even petitions to have Netflix completely shut down. So I thought, hey, why didn't I check out this film for myself? It probably isn't as bad as everyone's saying it is. After all, the female director won the directing award at the Sundance. Wait, a woman directed this? I thought it would be some dumb white fat guy. Well, regardless, I watched it, and was it any good?
No.
It was really bad. The story is about a girl named Amy who joins a group of young girls that like to show off their booty and want to perform in a dance competition. This goes against her family's traditions, and as the film progresses, she becomes more of a bitch. She steals money, furiously twerks, and jams scissors into a guy's bloody hand because he called her a slut. She alienates everyone like 5 times, and then comes the dance competition that the movie was building towards. During the performance, Amy starts crying and walks off the stage, abandoning all of her friends that she made along the way to reconcile with her mother. And she jumps really high. Then the film ends. And keep in mind, this is a French production, so I had to sit through a really bad English dub. I also had to sit through some really cringy dialogue. Now some of you may know that Valkyrie actually defended this movie in a tweet that reads, "Cuties is a beautiful film. The film comments on the hypersexualization of pre-adolescent girls. It also sexually exploits them, you ever think of that? Yes, it's social commentary, but it's still going to attract predators." This reminds me of when 13 Reasons Why tried to raise awareness about suicide, but it ended up increasing it. The only thing I actually liked about this movie was anything that didn't involve the twerking girls. Cuties has failed its mission. It was supposed to spread a message, but only created controversy thanks to Netflix's god-awful poster. I really don't recommend watching this. It was a chore to get through, and the more I think about it, I just cringe. There are so many terrible shots of young girls twerking or acting all sexual. It genuinely makes me uncomfortable. We criticize Shane Dawson's past with young girls, but we condone this? Now, do I think that Netflix should be taken down? No. Shutting them down just because they released one terrible movie is a bit much. If we're talking about Pornhub, then yes, I agree. At the very worst, I think Netflix should be taken to court. Do I think that this movie should be illegal? Well, that's not really up for me to decide, and I can't wait for the FBI to start knocking on my door. In conclusion, there are better ways to spread this message about sexualizing children, like a documentary, or slam piece, or just a simple rant. This was not the answer we needed. Oh, and if you want a rating, 2 out of 10.